Hello, everyone. Welcome back to VAR, where Americans talk soccer. I'm your co-host today, Idris, and alongside me, Jen. How you doing today, Jen?
What's up, Idris? I'm doing great, thank you. Football.
Well, we bring you something different today. It's the Saturday. We dropped this one because it's the
Mhm.
North London Derby tomorrow, and we got two rivals here. We're trying to get the bands in before the game. You know them way there. So let us know in the comments what your thoughts are and who you think will win. I kind of know who will win, but we'll kind of give our thoughts. I'll let June start off. What do you want to see tomorrow?
Give you a prediction on tomorrow's game, but is it really a prediction or it's already a result? I mean, we saw what happened last game, right? Sonny's crazy, intense curler on the right corner of the net. Given the form that Sonny and Bale and Harry Kane, Sombale. No, Sonkebal. Man, that's a crazy combination right there. And when Kane gets tired, Vinicius, man, he's gonna step in, and we're about to see Kieran Tierney slip number 2 in this game. And you know, you know what I mean. But hey, man, last game at the Europa League, Bale's cross, his first touch was his cross, and he hits it with the outside of his foot, curls it in from outside to inside, delivers it right to Bergwijn. Okay, Bergwijn has to step it up. Lately, he's been very poor, and I don't know, man. Like he's been so good last season, but it's about the season, man. He's just struggling. So, but yeah, he should have made that shot, man. He was right. The cross was so accurate. Like that's how good he is. His first touch, almost to, almost to a goal. And our boy, Regulon's back. He's gonna outpace anyone in Arsenal squad right now. And Doherty, man, can't get through Doherty, man. He's gonna body all of Arsenal players, man. And Lloris, man, Lloris, the best goalkeeper in EPL, no doubt about that. So, I mean, we just gotta,
Yeah, Scott joke. He got hella jokes, man. Hella jokes.
and we just got hella, we just got a really good squad here, and I just don't see this going to the other team. Yeah, I'm not really too scared about for the Arsenal squad. And you know who's in the table, Spurs in the 7th place. We're only 2 games away from the Champions League spot. Hey, where you at? Where you at? Let's do some math here. 51, that's Chelsea, minus Arsenal 38, that's 13. 13 divided by 3 is 4. You guys are 4 games away. I mean, that's gonna be tough. We're already almost done with the season. So we're talking about 2 different class here. Champions League level team here versus middle of nowhere team here. So yeah, that's my prediction. Idris, what are your thoughts? What are your banters?
I mean, I got no bench. I think Spurs are gonna win. Like it's the reality. It's the reality of it. I can't lie to myself. But to think that you got decent players, like you still got Sanchez and Eric don't know what he's doing. Eric don't know what he's doing. Dyer in defense. So you know them way there. You know Aubameyang go to do a number. My boy Bukayo Saka, Pepe go eat. Sanchez go be a meme again. So them way there. I ain't worried. The only people I'm worried about, I'm only worried about Harry Kane and probably Bill. Sonny has been off form, so I don't care about him right now. But Harry Kane, he's
Yeah.
and I'm not really, I think Spurs are going to win, but I'm not really worried about like what Spurs are going to do because Mourinho is going to do fossil football. He's just going to defend and try to hit on the counter. Like everybody knows that's what he's going to do. I'm only worried about our self destruct because like you said, we're going to give away mistakes. Xhaka is going to be doing. He's going to be doing a twirl in midfield and give away the ball and stuff. So our downfall is going to be ourselves, you know. So Spurs are just going to play fossil 1838 football. Everybody plus the coaches behind the ball.
Our bus is ready
That's what.
outside. Our bus is ready outside. It's parked.
I don't think y'all need a bus now. Y'all need like 30 buses the way y'all go play. You're gonna need like 30 buses. Y'all about to be dead. This season's been done for me, you know. Season's been done since November for me. It's been a horrible season. No consistency. So I mean, if we win, fine. If we don't, fine. Like there's nothing really. It's not like we're chasing Champions League. Champions League is done for us. So, but it's the North London Derby. You still want to win and stuff like that. But I think Spurs have hit form at the right time, and they're playing some good things. You know, Harry Kane's been on form. He's been moving mad. Bill too. Those are the two people I'm worried about. But you know, we got Gabriel Ross. He can bully Kane. You know them way there. Then we got Rascal Pepe. You know, Nico. We got Pepe, salt and Pepe. So he'll probably be eating. He'll probably eating some Dorothy. You know, a little medium rare Dorothy. Something slight, some medium rare Dorothy. You know them way there. So he'll have some quick dinner. You know, and Aubameyang. He got Lloris's number. He knows. He knows. It's at the end. He knows. He'll give Lloris a ring. He'll tell him, "I'll give you a ring, bro. I'll give you a ring." He'll give him a ring. You know, he has his number. Then Lacazette too got Lloris's number, so they'll give him a ring. Them way there. So
hey man, talk about Martin's shot though. His goal against Europe in the Europa or against Olympiacos.
Yeah, no one is saying that, but I think Lloris is a top class goalkeeper. I think he might save that, but yeah, I a lot of people are like, I'll say it'll be good to win, but if we don't win, it's understandable. You know, I think Arsenal in this situation are the underdogs. I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
So
I know you're very involved in the Arsenal community. So what's going on right now? Like, what are the fans saying about the club? Like, are they still turned against Arteta, or what's going on?
they're turned again. Most of them are turned against him. You know, they're like 10th is not good enough. I understand their frustration. You know, but I guess I'm more patient than them. They have the mentality of, well, get a top class manager, which I don't think there really is any right now that's not in a job already. Like nobody want to leave their job to come manage Arsenal right now because we're that poor. And it's not even just managing Arsenal. It's going to be a project, you know. Like people are like, yeah, just go get a new manager, give him this amount of money, and do this. Then bam, I'm like, you can see different things. And I think I always bring up this example with Liverpool. Like when Jurgen Klopp came, Liverpool were shambles. There's nothing to it. Like everybody knew they were shambles. I don't think they made Champions League their first season, but you can see the progress they had. They kind of invested in a project for the long term, and look at them now. I mean, their form has been shit recently, but over the last 3 years, they've been arguably the best team in Europe. Like, and that takes time, and I don't think fans have that patient now. It's all about, hey, just go buy the best players. Don't care about the youth or developing them. Just go spend 200 million. Like we can see that. Look at Chelsea. They spent 200 million, and like you expect them to be champions. But
Yeah.
so I still trust him. I can kind of see what he's trying to do. I just think he doesn't have the players to do what he wants to do. Like he doesn't have the quality he has. Like look at Xhaka, man. Like mistake 2 weeks in a row. Then you have Ceballos mistake in the Europa League. Like you can play good, but when you're gifting teams goals, like you can't win. You can't win games really. Like you really can't just win. It's not sustainable when you're just gifting them goals. And I think that's what Spurs are gonna do. They're gonna know that because Mourinho he's a tricky son of a bitch. So
Yeah, he's intelligent that way. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just gonna be like, hey guys, don't worry, Arsenal self-destructs. Just keep a little pressure on them. They'll gift you a goal. And that's my only worry. Like we can literally play very good, but end of the day, we can probably see a 3-0 result to Spurs, just from our mistakes.
3-0.
So yeah, man, I can
Oh,
see like I can see it going as high as that. We'll be lucky not to get ravished like 5, to be honest. Because like the mistakes we give, the form that Harry Kane is on, because Kane doesn't need that many chances. That's the thing about him. He's one of those strikers that takes his chances. I've probably seen Harry Kane miss like 3 chances in the games I've watched him play. Like, and for a striker, that's like he's very efficient. Like he just needs like a half a yard or something, and he can
yeah.
score. He can pop it from anywhere. And like if Arsenal are gifting you goals, he's going to take those chances. The chances you guys create, he's going to take those. So like I've come to end to it. Like we can be looking at 5, bro. I'm not even kidding.
Bro, but
So
hear me out. Like, I don't know. Have you seen the last game of Spurs against Dinamo Zagreb
I didn't watch it.
in Europe? But here's the thing, man. I watched, observed that game, and you know, we're on a winning streak, like 3 or 4, if I remember correctly. But every time I watch the game, we still same. I mean, yes, Bale stepped it up, but yeah, we still playing fossil football, man. There's no doubt. We still fossil football, and like the amount of times that we opened up against Dinamo Zagreb, like it was so bad. I mean, we played like a losing team, but we somehow won. Like that's how I felt. Like we opened up so many times on the right side, left side. Like when you're playing against teams like Man City, like you don't even see those chances at all. Like they just don't give you chances at all, right? They don't give you space.
Mhm.
They're always possessing. They're always pushing you. Always pressing. So, like, man, we don't see none of that right now. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't know about this game, man. I don't know about this game. We open up. We would open up. So because Arsenal is really good at counter attacks, and they can they're good at attacking. So hey, man,
I
I don't know about this
I
game,
think
man.
I think it's going to be I think it's going to be the downfall to both teams in that sense that Arsenal are going to want the ball and they're going to play around, but they don't press as well as Man City, and Spurs are really fast on the counter attack. So if we make a mistake, bam, they're in, and that we saw that in the last game that we played against Spurs. That's how they beat us. Like Sonny's goal, first one. It's like this man had hella space in behind. He could have dinner with the queen back there with the space he had. And I think
With the
that's going to be
queen.
Arsenal's. I think that's going to be Arsenal's downfall because they're going to
Yeah,
try to possess and play high up the pitch. And I think Spurs are going to try to compress that and try to contain. But it depends on how well you guys contain. If you guys do it as you did, like in the first game, that you contained well, that we couldn't break you down, I think it'll work out. But if not, like we're going to create chances, and if you don't defend well, that can be your downfall. So I think it goes both ways. Like, I think Mourinho is okay with giving up that possession and playing fossil football against Arsenal because he knows they're going to open up more and he can hit on the break. It's just about how organized you guys would be in defense. Because if you guys are really organized in defense, like I think you
yeah.
guys will take that. You hit us on the break. So there's a downside for both teams. I think it just comes down to who executes their plan a little better.
That's a very good point. What do you think about what are your thoughts about the clash between, if Tyranny was about to start and Doherty would start? What do you think about that matchup right there?
It depends on who's on the left also with Tierney. Because if they put Pepe there, so they put Tierney and Pepe or Tierney and Saka on that left hand side, I think you guys are going to struggle on that left hand side simply because if they play Bill on that left hand side, he's not going to track back and help Doherty. Like Bill's a superstar player.
Yeah.
He's not going to do that. Like Mourinho will want that from him, but he's not really
Yeah, he
going to do
really
that.
does. He
So
wants everyone defending, dude.
yeah, so you're not going to get that. So I think Doherty will struggle. I think Aurier might not struggle as much in the sense that Aurier has that little physicality to his game, and he's pretty pacey. And I
Yeah.
think Højbjerg can cover up that space a little bit, but it depends on who's partner with Tierney on that side because it'll be a good matchup, really. But I think whoever he has to figure out because if he does play Bill, I think that should be a worrying thing just for the defensive aspect because I don't think Bill will go to track back that much, really.
I think Tierney's gonna pair up with Willian.
I think that too, but I don't know. Like, Williams been okay in the last 3 games. I mean, he's back an assist in his last 3 games, so he's been
Yeah.
okay. But I don't think this is the type of game for him.
Mm.
I think this is the type of game for like a tricky winger where they can dribble and get that half space. Because again, Spurs are going to defend 3 buses, man, and it's going to be 3 buses back there. And you need that dribbler. I think Pepe can give us that, or Saka, depending on what side he plays on, can give us that. But you never know. They also have the Europa League in mind. I think both teams are. I know you guys are in a EFL Cup final, so that's a trophy for you guys. But I think Arsenal might put all their eggs in the Europa League, so that might come into play on the team that we even field tomorrow. So a lot of factors because we're now getting Europe through the what's it called through the league. It's pretty gone. Like we've made too many mistakes to even climb up the table. Like if we won against Burnley, I'll probably say probably top 6, maybe at best. But like we play Spurs tomorrow. I think after Spurs we go to West Ham who are on crazy form, and I think it's Liverpool. Like do I see us winning any of those games really? I don't. So that's 9 points right there. And you have to get all these points when we've had a shit start to the season like we did.
Man, it got really bad at one point. You guys were fighting. Everyone's talking about relegation, but at least you guys are out of that for now.
Yeah, I think I think Arteta kind of learned from it. I think that's why I still kind of back him a bit
Yeah.
because he learned from that experience. People are like, yeah, fire him, and he learned because I think when that time we were struggling, he went for experience. When a manager is inexperienced, he will rely on his experienced players. I think that's what we've seen. They rely on their experienced players for like new managers. They want their experienced players to like, hey, you've been at the top level for a while. This is my first job, or this is like my first time here. Like, do what you do. But they kind of let him down, and we just saw the transformation when like he got the young kids in. They're fresh with his ideas. They don't have old managers' ideas in their mind. You can kind of see we kind of bounce back. So I see the progress. I'll say that. And I have an unpopular opinion when it comes to like other Arsenal fans out there because I do keep track of like what they're saying online. And me personally, I know it's going to be hard, but I think we'll benefit for not being in Europe for one season. Personally, I know there's going to be a lot of financial loss. A lot of people won't. They'll be like, "Well, we're the Arsenal. We need to be in all these major competitions." I think we're in that rebuilding phase where maybe one season outside of it, where we only focused on the Premier League, probably FA Cup and the EFL Cup, would be beneficial for us. But the monetary loss is a little more in that sense that it's like at the end of the day, it's a business.
Yeah.
So I personally think like the owner should, if we don't make Europe, like the owner should fork out some money to rebuild the squad for a season and see where we can go outside of Europe personally. Because it's a lot. You have a new inexperienced manager. You gave him a shit team and you gave him like 4 competitions to be in simultaneously. Like that's pretty hard. And I think that's the difference between Mario and Arteta in the sense that I think there are higher expectations on Jose Mourinho, because he inherited a Champions League final squad,
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's what most Spurs fans are frustrated with, are like, you guys should be higher up because like that. Who did he sell from that team? Who's
Eriksen.
Eriksen, Vertonghen, who else?
Oh, Jetson Fernandez, and
Yeah,
We sold we sent out loan Oliver Skip. He's doing really well in Norwich. And like we're lacking a
yeah.
lot
So
of in the central.
yeah, so and he brought in Højbjerg, he brought in Reguilon, he brought in Doherty, Bale on
Yeah.
loan, Vinicius.
Vinicius,
So
yeah.
they basically gave him a Champions League team with an extra like 100 million in players if we add their like transfer and loan fees. So you expect that team to do way better than they're doing. And I think that's where I think Mourinho has failed a bit in that sense, why Spurs fans are frustrated with him, as opposed to me when it comes to Mikel Arteta. I'm like, I mean, he inherited a somewhat decent team. Like we sold
Yeah.
most of our players after getting into like the Europa League final. We sold Ramsey, who was probably our most important player. We freezed out Ozil. We put Torreira and Guendouzi on loan,
Yeah.
and we bought Willian. Gabriel was a good signing. Partey was a good signing. We bought a third tier goalkeeper and Runason, and
That's it.
that's
Mm.
yeah, that's basically our transfer window. So that was like 60 million in transfers. And after selling that many like quality players, I would say because Ramsey's he's a quality player we've seen him at Juventus. He's been pretty good, and like we didn't really replace him. And like no harm on Xhaka. I think Xhaka is an okay player, but like you're not going to do much with Xhaka as your starting midfielder. Like I'm not, like no matter like
Yeah.
he's okay, like, but you're not going to get anywhere with like Xhaka as your starting midfielder.
Didn't you guys re-sign Ceballos too?
On loan, yeah. But again, like
On loan, yeah. He's not been
yeah,
great,
we don't
man.
have. Yeah, so we have Ceballos, Partey, who's been injured for most of the time. Ceballos and El Neni. Those are our four midfielders. The rest of them, we pretty much loaned them out. So we have four midfielders. Partey has been injured, and every time he's played, he's looked like a level above all our midfielders, which says like look, his level is different. He's paid at
Mm.
it's different, and like I think we need somebody to partner him in that sense. Like Shaka,
Yeah.
he's a good squad player. I'll put it that way. But if he has a mistake in him, there's so much like he's not dynamic enough. Like I'll say
Yeah.
like people are like, yeah, he's playing good, but I'm like, he has good passing, but I don't know what really else. Like he doesn't do anything that wows me.
Yeah. It's just like
Like
average.
yeah, he's like a less mobile version of Højbjerg. I'll put that way because like Xhaka is not has like he's not as agile as Højbjerg. I'll say Højbjerg like I like Højbjerg because like Xhaka can be a good Højbjerg if he was a little bit like a little more agile and mobile in the sense that Højbjerg he literally just does the simple things. His job is just win the ball back and pass it, get it out my feet. That's all he literally does, and he does it so well. I think
Yeah.
that's what makes him so efficient. Like he's all over the pitch, and literally all he does is win it back and he passes it. That's literally all he does. It's very simple, but it's so efficient. That's like it works because he's also mobile. He can get around the pitch.
Right. And then he makes those he takes a lot of risks and then he wins those situations.
Yeah. So he's not passing backwards. He's not having like a 90% accuracy, but he passed backwards.
Backwards FC.
Yeah, sideways FC man. So so that's why I think it's going to be beneficial if like get some young talent in. You don't have. I
Yeah.
think that's where the game kind of is messed up. It's like everybody thinks you have to win. Like you have to buy top quality players. Like you always have to spend. I mean, Man City kind of spoiled the league in that sense, where they just buy. And if you think about it, they buy like good players for high end money, but they have a manager that takes them to the next level. And I think that's that's what we don't see with Man City. We see them spending all this money. Like look at Diaz. We're like, no way City are buying this guy for 60 million. What has he done? He's played in the Farmers League, Benfica. He's done that. Look at him now. He's probably arguably the best center back in the league. And United bought Harry Maguire for 80 million, and he's not even half as good as Diaz. And it's like it's about buying smart, and he's young. Diaz is 22, I think. He's so young, so it's like they have a
Ruben
center
Diaz,
back
right?
for it. Yeah, he has a center back for they have a center back for at least 5 years now. And that's a good investment if you ask me,
Definitely,
So,
definitely.
so it's about
Also,
spending
yeah,
smart, really. Like look at what's it called, Reguilon. No, like everybody knew he was a good fullback, but like nobody really went for him in the sense that
yeah,
I mean the buyback clause, but Chelsea spent 50 million on Chilwell. Reguilon is way better than Chilwell. Like
yeah. I agree.
he's so clear of Chilwell. Chilwell is a fraud. And like so I think buying smart should be Arsenal's main thing. Like buy quality players, but buy smart, Like there's
Yeah,
some quality like look at Leicester. Look at Leicester. Leicester buy smart. They've sold their best players probably every year. They sold
mm,
Conte when he was their best player. They sold Mahrez when he was their best player. Like this,
yeah,
no, like they've sold so many of their good players, but they've also bought very smartly. Like James Justin was a great buy for them. Castagna, Fofana, like they replaced Conte with Didi. Like he's quality. They brought in Harvey Barnes. Like I think he's from their academy. Madison. So it tells you that there are players out there. I think these top teams are just fixated on. Yeah, let's get the big names.
yeah. I also feel like Leicester has this, the team environment, like the club environment, is less intense. It's like the expectation level for Leicester is not as intense as like these, Arsenal or Tottenham. Like the fan for pressure from fans. So I feel like they can concentrate more and actually play their own style of football. Because I feel like
Yeah, definitely.
the pressure from fans, I think that plays into a lot of toll, takes a lot of toll on the players' performance. And Chilwell, he's been really bad this season. I don't know I don't remember any like plays from him this season. Like that's how like not impressive he was this season. But man, yeah, just he like Kepa, Chilwell, like any players that come to Chelsea with big money, big signing, it takes guts to really do well there.
Yeah, I agree. I know this is supposed to be about the North London Derby, but I think this is a really interesting conversation in the pivot of modern football. I think Roman Abramovich has kind of set the standard for what fans expect, and they call it ambition. Quote unquote, I put quote unquote ambition there because Chelsea go through managers like it's fucking nothing. Like they're going through, they're traveling across the world. That's how much like they go through managers. Like, and I think that is very unsustainable in the sense that when they go through these managers, different managers want different players. And when you
Yeah.
keep chopping and changing managers, they'll say, well, you spent 100 million on this player. I don't really fancy him. So I want to sell him and I want to bring in this other player. Maybe it will cost like 80 million. So you've already spent the 100 million. Now you have to try to recoup as much of that money, buy another player for 80 million. Then you sack the manager. Then that cycle just keeps continuing. And you just look at it and you're like, well, that is really unsustainable. And I think one team that gets it spot on when it comes to buying big name players and still challenging and winning things and like
Yeah.
being consistent with a manager is Real Madrid. Like Madrid spend like they spend money on their players, but like they stick to a manager, they give them faith, like they have a minimum expectation. And but I think Lampard, he was just having a bad run of form when he got fired, to be honest. I think every team has a bad run of form. We've seen it this season. And I think they should have given him some time. But that's just my personal opinion. Chelsea fans were like, he has no style of play, he blah, blah, blah. But like Lampard is an attacking minded manager if you look at it. I
That
say
was
that
his
because
first
if you
season,
look at
right?
that was his second season
Oh, that was second
when
season.
he got
Okay.
fired. Yeah. Yeah. He like Lampard as a player was an attack minded person. That's why we saw those attacking players they bought. And I think he just needs to find that balance and keep firing. I mean, the players kind of let him down. It's not his fault Timo Werner can't finish from like 2 feet out, man. Those are things you can't blame on the manager. But unfortunately, it's easier to sack a manager than get rid of players. And that's just how the game is. It's kind of sad.
So, Idris, going back to the North London derby, um, what's your lineup predictions? Who's your starting
Lineup.
11? Yeah.
Starting 11 for Arsenal. I'll go Leno in goal. Tierney. I'll go Gabriel because of the pace of Spuds. So I'll go Gabriel.
Uh,
David Luiz has been playing okay recently, so I'll just keep him in for like run of games. So I'll go David Luiz, and I'll say Cedric. I like Bellerin, but I mean, unfortunately, that injury didn't do him any good.
no Suarez?
So I said I'll go Cedric instead of Bellerin.
Oh, yeah.
He had a good.
Cedric is so Suarez, yeah.
So I'll go Cedric in midfield. In midfield, I'll go Thomas Partey, and I want to say Ceballos, really. I want to see that partnership, but I think Mikel Arteta will go with Xhaka. So, but my lineup, I'll just do my lineup instead of what I think I'll go Leno, Tierney, Gabriel, Luiz, Cedric, Partey, Ceballos. And the front four, I'll go Pepe on the left, Smith Rowe at the 10, Saka on the right, and this one, the top is tough because Aubameyang is our captain, but Lacazette always has a goal in him against Spuds. I'll say Lacazette because there won't be space to run in behind the Spurs because they're just going to defend. And Aubameyang's strength is mostly running in behind, so I'll go Lacazette.
Mm. Very good.
What would be your lineup? What will be your lineup for Spurs?
Lloris on goal, Reguilon on the left back, and Toby, and Rodon, and on the right side, Aurier, right back as a Aurier, and Tanguy, center, and Højbjerg on the center, and Son on the left winger, Bale on the right winger, and Eric Lamela and between Son and Bale, and center attacking, and Kane as a striker.
Harry, you know the rest, Kane.
It's gonna be madness.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting you went with Lamela instead of Lucas because I think Lucas has been doing very well in that number 10 spot, just behind the striker. But you've also watched more of the you've watched more of the games than me. I'm just talking about the games I've watched. So
yeah, it just you know like when you're playing soccer, like certain players on your wavelength, right? And I feel like we all felt that the soccer players, like when plays just go so well, and I think Lucas and Sonny are not in the same wavelength, unfortunately, right now. I think more Lamela is right now with Sonny and Bale and Harry Kane, because
fair shout. Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. All right. Before we close out, let's do a combined 11. So combined 11. So we'll do this. We'll try to do this as fair as possible. Combined 11. Yeah. Who will be the goalkeeper?
Lloris.
That's a good shout, but I want to say Leno. Really, just I think Leno is he's it's really tough.
Wait, it's like we're comparing like who's gonna be a better player?
No, we're gonna do a combined 11. So our first 11 of I'll say informed players from both teams and 1-11. So it's a mix of both teams.
Okay.
So I think, but Lloris he's been pretty solid, but I know it's made a few mistakes. So I'll say Lloris. So Lloris can go and goal. But who? All right, I think that one's kind of easy. Who goes for the left back spot though? Do we do Reguilon or Tierney? That one's hard.
That one's hard. That one is hard. I like honestly would give it to any of these two, but since I'm a Spurs fan, Reguilon. How about you?
Yeah, I got it. To be honest, I'll be good with any of those two. To be honest, also, so I'll just go Tierney. So we'll just do Reguilon slash Tierney at that point. Because like any one of them, they're pretty solid. That's the thing. It's not like one is like way clear of the other. They're like pretty solid
They're
options.
both quality
Now,
players, yeah.
yeah, now we go center back. I have to go Gabriel for like the left center back.
Yeah, I gotta
I
go with
don't think.
Gabriel. Yeah.
On the other side, Rodon he's been okay. I mean,
Sanchez.
nah. Oh, this man said Sanchez. I'm dead. Nah. I'll say it's between David Luiz and Rodon, but I don't see. I think Rodon. I think I'll go Luiz because of the experience. I think Rodon is still pretty young, so I'll go Luiz. Really.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I agree. I think Luis definitely got that. He's a veteran, dude. And
Yeah.
Rodon's still learning. I can see he's still learning. So yeah, Luis.
The right back, I think we have to go Serge Aurier, really. Like Cedric is okay, but like Aurier's been he since that one time Mario hooked him off. He's found his form. He's
Yeah, I I agree. I think
so
yeah.
we'll go.
Hmm?
So we have so far we have Lloris, Reguilon or
Reguilon.
Tierney, whichever one. We
Yeah.
have Gabriel, Luiz, and Aurier. So midfield, we have to go Partey and Højbjerg. No, Tanguy and Ndombele though, man.
Tanguy.
Oh, that's tough. I'll go Partey and Tanguy really. I,
Partey
I,
and Tanguy.
yeah, I'll go Partey and Tanguy. I mean, I like Højbjerg, but I think
Yeah.
Partey can do what Højbjerg does, and he also gives you a little flair
Mm.
in that sense. And Tanguy just gives you all the flair, man. So it has to be Partey and Tanguy, man. That's what I will go with. What are you thinking?
God damn. Okay. I say I honestly don't think like I can't say like which one's better between Højbjerg and Dombele. Actually, like I haven't seen much of Partey. I haven't seen him play much, so I gotta give it to Højbjerg and Dombele. It's biased,
Okay.
but I have to. I don't
I
know how
mean,
Partey.
you haven't seen a lot, but I'll say a Partey and Tanguy.
Yeah.
And okay, front four. I think it kind of picks itself in the sense that striker picks itself. It has to be Harry Kane. Let's just put that one there. That one. That one is not even. That one is not
Yeah.
even. It's not even a debate. But the left side, I'll either go just for goal scoring. I'll go Aubameyang. But if we're just talking pure wingers, I'll go Saka for the left side. I think I bench Son in that sense. For goal scoring, I go Aubameyang, if not Saka on the left side. But if we want to put Saka on the right side, we can go Aubameyang or Son on the left.
I see. I see. Okay. I would say, and Bale has to be on the right. I think Bale just natural right
But
winger.
but but Saka, bro. Oh man, you got Starboy Saka. unless we play him behind the striker, man. Like I think he has to be in that combined 11. He's been so good. He has
Saka
to.
has been good.
Unless we play Bale behind the striker and put Saka on the what's it called on the right, do that.
Okay, if I have to look at last 3 games, Bale, but this season, Saka, 100%.
Yeah, yeah,
Overall,
definitely.
he's been so consistent. Yeah. So yeah, that's my take. If it's an overall, it's Saka. But given the current last 3 games, Bale.
Yeah. Okay.
And
On form,
yeah,
I'll go Bale also. On form, Bale, and behind the striker, I'll probably go. I think on form, Martin has been good. Odegaard has been good, and I don't think Son has been on form recently. I'll say Aubameyang because he's just scored in the last few games. So I'll put him on the left. So I'll go Aubameyang, Odegaard, Bale, then Harry. You know the rest Kane up top.
yo, that Odegaard position is Cam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Okay. And Cam, I'm gonna put so it's like Odegaard.
So it's
It's like
Odegaard, Smith Rowe. It's
yeah,
between Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Lucas, and Lamella.
Lucas. I gotta say Smith Rowe, man.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I like he's been so good. I don't know why he didn't start last game, to be honest.
He
And
just came
then
back from an injury. That's why.
okay. I think he's gonna start tomorrow, like if he's back. And he's been so good, man. Like he stepped it up really when Arsenal didn't have that position available, really.
Hmm.
And he came in. It's just like everything came together, Saka and Aubameyang Smith Rowe. And like you said last time, previous Idris episode, you mentioned that he just knows how to play. He knows how to like work the ball. He knows when to pass. He knows when to attack, and he doesn't have that delay. So he's
Yeah,
gonna be dangerous, man. So and that linkage between him and Saka and Aubameyang, we gotta watch out. We definitely gotta watch out.
yeah, definitely. So
I
who
think
who do you go on the left? Who do you go on the left then? I think it's only the left you're gonna agree with.
on the left, oof. On the left is
I know.
Saka.
Oh, you went Saka, huh?
Yeah, on the left
Okay.
is Saka. Yeah.
All right.
On the
So
right,
so
I
this
would actually
is
give Lacazette.
really
Okay, okay,
this
wait.
man. This man having a laugh now.
It was like Bale and Saka and like what's going on? What's happening? I don't know.
Yeah,
Like they're all so good. They're all really like.
yeah, yeah. It's hard to pick a. I think it's hard to pick a combined 11.
Okay, okay, wait, Idris.
But
Let's start over. Okay, left. Go. You go.
left, I said left. I'll give it to Aubameyang just because
Obama.
of because of
Oh,
he
okay.
brings you goals from that side too. So I'll go Aubameyang.
Okay, and then Cam.
Cam, I'll go Smith Rowe. I'll change my mind from Martin. I'll go Smith Rowe.
Okay, Smith
Smith
Rowe. Okay.
Rowe, then right Bill, then up top Harry. The rest came.
Okay. Good take. Good take. Okay. Yeah, Harry on top for me, and on the left side. On the left. Now you mentioned Aubameyang. Comparing him with Sonny now on the latest form. I gotta say Sonny. Yeah, he's
Yeah, fair.
been doing his job. And
So our combined 11, just to finalize it, we had Lloris in goal.
oh wait,
E-
Idris,
e-
Idris. Sorry.
hmm?
In Cam Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Smith Rowe. Yeah.
So
Okay,
let
continue.
us know your thoughts in the comments below. So our
Yeah.
combined 11 is Lloris in goal. Either Turner or Reguilon. You don't lose much with either one of them.
Yeah.
Gabriel, Luis, or Serge Aurier on the right. Then we have Partey or Hoiberg. I don't think you lose much with either one really. I think
Yeah.
Partey got some flair. We both agree on Tanguy. Then we have either Alba or Son on the left.
Mm-hmm.
We agree on Smith Rowe. We agree on Gareth Bale, and up top, Harry. The rest came.
Harry,
So let us know
the
in the
rest game.
comments. Let us know in the comments below what you think, who's going to win. And last before we go, this is the last thing we promise. Score predictions.
Ooh, score predictions, man. Oh man, I think it's gonna be 2-2 because like
Oh,
previous 25 matches. Here's the statistics: 9 wins for Arsenal, 9 wins for Spurs, and 7 draws. So we're dead even. We're 50%, 50%, and I think we both won it equally. And the squad looks very dangerous on both ends. Man, they're gonna both fight hard. And Arsenal coming back from 3-1 win. If they were coming from the loss, I would say Spurs, but they're coming from a really good win in the Europa League. They're looking strong. So I gotta say 2-2 on this one. Yeah. What about you,
you
Tristan?
heard it here first. 2-2. I'll I'll say 2-1 to Spurs. and that's just me being honest. I think we give a mistake away. That gives you a goal. I think we will score. I think it'll be from probably a lapse of concentration from you guys defending. So I'll say 2-1 to Spurs.
2-1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good take.
All right. Let us know your predictions in the comments below. Any closing, Jen?
Oh, thanks for listening, guys. And we do this for you guys. So share it on your WeChat, share it on your Kakao Talk, share it on your, email and Tinder, Bumble. Bumble just went IPO lately, so why not? And yeah, thanks for listening. And Idris, any closing remarks for you?
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you share with your broker when you're buying those stonks. Don't forget. So I see y'all making all that money with those stonks. You're buying Doge to the moon.
Yeah, Doge to the moon, GME to the moon.
Hey, this is not no financial advice, but make sure you give your broker an episode to listen to. And thank you guys.
Thank you guys. We out?